Some wild cats.
Do you hear me? We back with it, man.
You're listening to some wild cats.
You guys represent what is best in America.
Hey, Craig, let me ask you, do you use the same type of Beijing, or do you just, you mix that up? like you do just for men?
These dudes, boy.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man.
From the DMV
to wild cats.
Now, let's start the show.
Okay, here we go, man. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yes. It's some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat studios. And I am Craig Black. And, I always got my family in the building with me. I got my man, a.k.a. the old man, a.k.a. the agent. We don't call him that no more, but he's here. What's up, Ant?
What's up, Black?
All right. Also in the building. Oh, this dude, he only comes around when we doing something special. I tell you, we don't see him all the time, but you got my man, Bags, a.k.a. the coach, a.k.a. the talent, a.k.a. What is up, Bags? Good to see you, man.
What's up, my man? What's going on with y'all? Hey, I'm always with y'all, man, no matter whether I'm here or not, man.
Hey, you are, man. I get that too. You are, man. No matter what's going on, you will show up, man. You are
yes,
there.
Sir.
All right. Last but not least, in the building, we got my man Dirk, a.k.a. the money, a.k.a. the sponsor, a.k.a. he pays all the bills, but we ain't got none. What's up, Dirk?
What's up, Black? What's happening? How's everyone doing today, tonight?
All right. So we missing a couple of members, but they couldn't make it. So we're gonna do what we're gonna do. All right. Now this is a special show because we're supposed to have on the show with us my man Go Mickey. He's having some technical difficulties, so we're gonna bring him in the show a little bit later. We're gonna go ahead and bullshit a little bit and see if he can get his phone working. All right, get it together, Mick. All right. So this podcast is about us and our friendship over the last 30. 35, 40, 45, 50 years, and about the topics we want to cover because we don't give a goddamn about what you think. It's all about what we think. All right. So let's get it started. Let's go into the NBA and let's talk about the second coming of the human highlight film. Let's talk about this youngin, John Morant. Memphis Grizzlies. The dude is balling right now. Is he not? Is he the front runner for the MVP? Am I wrong for saying that? Am I wrong?
So. He's incredible. I don't think
you're not wrong.
He's in the conversation.
Yeah,
it's close,
but he's not front runner.
He's not front runner. So who would be the front runner?
You got the reigning MVP who's balling. You got Joel Embiid who's balling.
Yeah.
Those just a few of the stuff. So.
You still got Greek the Freak still in the mix. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He's in the conversation. He's definitely in the conversation.
But I look at his team now. His team he doesn't have the supporting cast and them other players got on their squad. Did you?
No, he does.
Oh, he does. So he has a Middleton. So he has what's the dude? Drew Holiday. He has a Holiday. He has a.
Middleton. He has Middleton. I mean,
I'm talking about the Greek Freak. That's the Greek Freak has a supporting cast. I'm talking about John Morant. But tell me who he has that's equivalent to those players on his squad right now.
No,
Every doing a little. I see him about to do some little fact checking and googling, trying to get some names up right now. But
I am.
But what I'm saying is, this guy, his team has turned around since last year. These other guys, Embiid is running with the same squad. You throw in Harden now, but he has all-star players beside him. John Morant is the all-star player on his squad. So it's like, why wouldn't he be the front runner?
I will say this: the Memphis Grizzlies are a better team than some of these other ones that you mentioned. And his supporting cast, although you may not have heard of them, you may not know of them, they're probably just as strong or just as good as some of these other guys. They just don't have the all-stars and stuff, but they got some strong supporting cast on their team and stuff. So
they solid. They're definitely a solid team.
Okay.
Yeah, but John Morant, he's averaging 29 or something. I mean, he had like 40 plus in the last 6 games.
He dropped 50. He dropped 52 last week in one of them games.
That's what I'm saying. He taking over.
Yeah. He's a special player, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. He's still real. He's only like 6'2", 6'3". Ain't like he big. It's definitely not his body mass. I mean, He's thin, but that's
He's hella athletic though.
Oh my goodness.
He's a young version of, remember the old Derrick Rose? He's a young version of that. Explosive,
true.
Athletic. I think he's probably a better shooter at this point in time in his career than Derrick Rose was. But
and that's one of the things that he's improved upon his game over since last season is just his perimeter shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
So now you can't just back up off of him and stuff, man. So he's the one thing I do like about him, man. He's improved every aspect of his game statistically from the previous season and stuff. So he's gotten a lot better and stuff. So
right.
Plus he a dog.
I'm just trying to make him the front runner. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say that he's like the number one dude right now.
Where they sitting at? Two? Were they sitting at 3 or 4 or something like that in the West?
I gotta look, but you still got Phoenix, you still got Golden State.
Yeah,
so
I think they're like 3 or 4. They might be 3 or 4. So
I think they behind Golden State. I think they 3.
They definitely behind Golden State because Golden State Golden State number 2, Phoenix number 1.
Yeah, I'm almost positive they 3.
Well, I'm pulling it up right now. I'm doing the Anthony right now. I'm pulling it up on my phone. But he scored like 52 against
they're 3.
Yeah, see, I mean, look.
But
like you said, look what he has.
Yeah, they're 3, but they're still 8.5 games back and stuff. So, they're not gonna catch the Suns probably.
I mean, just for the turnaround that his team has had this year, I think he should be the front runner. I mean,
well, it ain't really been a turnaround, Black. I mean, they were pretty good last year too. They pushed Golden State, to the brink last year. Him and Steph had some good battles in that series that they played.
And that's the thing about him. He wants to challenge. You know what I'm saying? When it's Steph, when it's Chris Paul, the top jokers, he want that smoke.
All right. So he's in the running, okay, but he's not the front runner for MVP right now. All right, Some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from Some Wildcats Studios. We live on our Facebook page, on our YouTube, and on Twitter right now at Some Wildcats. And just talking some NBA right now. Well, let's go to our home team. Let's talk about our Washington Wizards, man. It's not much to really talk about. It's not
right. I stopped watching them, man. I'm sorry, man. I just can't
Who
do
plays
it,
for them anymore?
You know what I'm saying? Why we get the suppose whatever the guy from Dallas, he ain't played there. He come here, he ain't playing. Well, what's the use? Yeah, Porzingis. Why?
The unicorn.
Why?
They call him the unicorn because you never see his ass. That's why he's a unicorn.
look at Dinwiddie. Look at Dinwiddie. He went over there balling, averaging like 20 for Dallas.
Yeah.
Why we get rid? Why? And then they got rid of Trez. Come on, man. We needed toughness. I didn't understand that move. I still don't understand it. They lost me. Man, they lost me, man. They lost me. And I'm a fan, but I can't watch them, man. I can't watch them.
The Wizards are tanking for the first pick.
It must be. I don't see how that's trying to keep Bradley Beal. I mean, he can opt out.
Does he have another year? Or is he done? This is up for him.
After this year, he can opt out.
Well, Bradley Beal done made like $200 million off of them, bro. So I mean, at this point in time, you know what I'm saying? I think my man headed out of town with his $200 million and go somewhere he probably gets a chance to win some games, man.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's what you was trying to keep him there, and is what? I mean, what are you doing to try to keep him here? I thought he was happy with the pieces that we got, getting rid of Westbrook. I mean, man.
We started off.
You know the problem that I got with the Wizards right now, man. To be honest with you, is the fact that it seems like every acquisition they get, they try to it's a foreigner. It's just basketball is just not a major part of where some of these guys are coming from, and it's like if you take a look, the large part of their roster that they're kind of put together are made up of foreign players.
But why is that a bad thing? I just saw an article that they were comparing that foreign legion, what they called it, to what the Spurs did back in the day with their foreign players. So you don't think that could happen with the Wizards?
The Spurs had one foreign player, bro. You talking about the whole foreign player?
No, Tim Duncan and Tony Parker.
I mean, I know Tony Parker.
They had Parker. They had Ginobili.
Patty Mills.
And Tim Duncan stuff.
But the Spurs are almost like the Patriots. They want that diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying? Late round picks and whatnot. But we getting individuals that's a cornerstone of our team, and they not panning out.
I mean, and it's in the Spurs heyday. You talking about what? Duncan Robinson, Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, Ginobili, and
Patty
Mills. Yeah, I mean that's when they had quite a few now.
All right, yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like I said, just the way they doing what they doing, the way they building. It just don't seem like it's no rhyme or reason why they do what they do. It's like
somebody explain to me why they made that trade, Anthony.
Hey, to be honest with you, I think it was to dump the contract. I think it was to dump them contracts to try to reset this thing.
Dump who contract? They're going Trez wasn't Trez didn't sign that big contract when he left.
Bertans contract was big, and he just I don't know what changed because they signed him just a year ago and gave him all that money and then realized that he wasn't that good.
No, he's not availability. He's not on the court. I mean, but
even when he is, his numbers are not that good, man.
He can't play. He can't play with I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think they've realized that he just can't. He can't be on the same court as old boy.
Well,
I don't.
Can you put that steak on the plate for me?
He said, "Can you put that steak on the plate?"
He forgot to mute his mic. All right, so Wildcats Podcast coming to you live. So Wildcats Studios, man. Hey, we live on YouTube, we live on Facebook and Twitter. Guys, shout out to Talon, man. You got a steak coming, a nice ribeye.
Hey, and they said, you know what? Hey, Bagley, I don't know if you got the word though, man. They said you haven't been here in a while. Your nickname got changed from the Talent to Baggage.
To who?
To baggage.
The baggage?
He said, "What is that?"
Yeah, you got to explain that to me.
Look, you had to talk to Craig about that.
Hey, we're gonna stay inside the NBA and move on to let's go to the Brooklyn Nets real quick and talk about Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant just came back.
Dropped 30.
They still lost.
He had nobody. You know what I'm saying?
And Ben Simmons is still not playing.
So they said he is still a few more weeks away. Come on, man. Come on.
He hasn't played the whole year, so I'm trying to figure out how the hell is he a few more weeks away. That's what I understand. It doesn't make sense. If you haven't touched the basketball all year, I can understand you being out of basketball shape and you need to get your minutes limited because you're going up and down the court. You can't keep up with the regular players, but how the hell can't you not be in the game right now? It's not like you've done.
He hurt his back. His back is hurt.
Man, he need to figure it out.
Slim, that was a bad deal all the way around. The Sixers put everybody in a compromising position. That dude don't want to play basketball no more, man.
The Sixers, it didn't hurt
the life and get paid, man. He don't want to play for it.
It didn't hurt the Sixers. It damn sure didn't hurt the Sixers because you knew what you was getting with Harden. You better believe it.
But I still think that I ain't gonna lie. I still think that the Nets got the better end of the deal just because of the draft picks. They got 2 first rounders from the 76ers for Ben Simmons, and they picked up Seth Curry and who else did they get? Seth Curry and somebody else. I think they still got the better of the deal.
I think it'll work out for them next year. I mean, if he can come back during the playoffs, because they definitely would need him for defense. It's just a matter of if he's able to come back. Because they can if they ever lift the mandate or whatever for the Brooklyn and Kyrie ever play home games, they'll be fine. You know
with the federal government giving up the federal mask mandate, I mean, I think that might be sooner than later.
But the thing is, you gotta realize they laid off a number of government workers for not having the vaccine and stuff like that. So that even the mayor said that. He was like, I can't just change the policies for Kyrie. He said, I love to see him play, but they laid off a lot of local and state employees for that.
Didn't the president change the mandate for the unvaccinated people that's in regular people?
No.
So you still got to be vaccinated to get a federal government job?
Well, they have the mandate in place. It's just a number of the local and state government agencies haven't forced it because it's still in place. Even I have employees that you know, they want to, you know, it was supposed to be a certain date, and it just basically went past that date. So nothing really changed as far as the president mandate. But you know what I'm saying? You have state level and federal level, and you know, there put his. You got to think, New York was in a bad situation for a while. They were having major numbers going up, so they put their mandate in place. Remember, you know, even to go into restaurants, you had that show at vaccine cards and face masks and everything. So they were in a different state. So I don't really, honestly, I don't see it being lifted, because he's gonna have, if he does it, it's gonna be major problem for all those people that got laid off. How are they gonna reconcile what they did with those individuals that are employees? I don't know.
But they've been reporting that he's actually going to do it. But
when? I mean, yeah, the numbers are going down. You know what I mean? But it's only like a couple more weeks into the season. It's only a few more. It's a few more weeks.
I'll be honest with you. Kyrie messed that whole situation up, man.
Oh yeah.
With his whole stance on the vaccine mandate, and they, you know, quiet as kept, they said that Kyrie was one of the ones that chased Harden out.
I believe it.
But the thing about it is, Kyrie has been kind of, I won't use the word cancerous, but he's been a disruption in every environment, just about every situation he's been in. He's been a
use that word cancerous. That's what he is. What you talking about?
Yeah, he has, man.
I mean, the players like him, but he has an issue with. It's always with with management, front office. You know what I'm saying? He's not bad in the locker room. I don't think. I think he's just bad.
No. He's not bad. He's not bad on the floor. So you know his talent outweighs what they think of him. That's the way, you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's the difference.
All right, so Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. We're live on our YouTube page at some Wildcats, Twitter and Facebook right now, and well, I'm gonna let the people know. Remind everybody, tonight's show we're supposed to have my man Milton Freeman on the show, aka Go Mickey, on the show. He's having some technical difficulties, so we may not have him on. We're gonna keep it moving real quick. All right, we're gonna stay in the NBA, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna move to the LA Lakers. The Lakers.
Wow.
And I wish
in the conversation.
I mean, I wish Keith was here so he can try to defend this debacle or this, I guess, travesty that's going on in LA right now. I don't know, man. Is LeBron done in LA? You think he's gonna come back next year?
Yeah, he gonna come back. He gonna come back. He already signed. What he going? He's under contract. What do you mean?
I thought he was on the 1 year. I thought he was on 1 year.
He can opt out.
I thought he was on the 1 year.
I think he opt out. I mean, I thought his last one he ended up signing for like 3 years, if I'm not mistaken.
No, but he been there 2. And
he might be able to opt out this year. He might be able to opt out this year.
Yeah, he sets his contracts up, but he can opt out every 2 years, basically.
Yeah, but I still don't think he's gonna leave though. I mean, where he gonna go? Yeah, I mean, really,
you're right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I tell you what, he need to go somewhere that has a good, strong management and a GM, where he allows the GM to do his job, and he don't try to assemble these old ass rosters. He put together these teams with these old ass players.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, because again, everything got to kind of run through him. LeBron, you want this player, and stuff, man. And you've seen it all before. Like you used to see it with the Redskins and stuff, man. They would get all of these players that were great in their heyday, but in the current time, they just weren't the players that they are now and stuff. And if he does decide to go somewhere, he needs to go somewhere where they allow management to do what they need to do and stuff, and let the GMs put together those teams.
I mean, honestly, going back to Cleveland would be good.
To the Lakers this year, his privileges are revoked.
They should be.
This is all him, bro. This is all him.
I mean, if he could go back to the Clippers, I mean to Cleveland, they got a good team now. I mean, don't sleep on Cleveland right now.
It's a good team, like, you know.
But I mean, LeBron fits right. He fits right into a team.
But Cleveland ain't half bad without him.
No, but still, it's still LeBron. I mean, you're not gonna turn down the chance to get LeBron and to bring him back. No. But I don't know how much they would have to give up. You know what I'm saying? Then when how much you got to give up, and then you don't have.
They lose a piece that's making them good right now to get LeBron. They may
lose a lot. You'll lose a lot.
A bigger question for me is, why is the Lakers still even in the limelight in the media right now because
Because
they
they're
haven't done anything.
Because it's LeBron, it's the Lakers and LeBron. It's the Lakers.
You in
Lakers
LA,
always gonna be in there.
and it's LeBron. Point blank.
Yeah.
I just
So
he
you're
said it
saying
about.
so negativity is as more interesting than more positive stuff.
And
Yeah.
publicity is good
Yo,
publicity.
All
It's like anytime
it
you have
bleeds, it
LeBron,
leads.
anytime you have LeBron, you have a chance. Okay, so they make it
They
to
don't
the
got no
playing
shit,
game.
they don't got no
They
chance
make it-
now.
But I mean, if they're able to make it to the playing game, and then I mean, AD is the reason. If AD at least was back, it wouldn't be going as much through this. So it's AD is not available either.
Big waste of money.
Yeah, he's never available as well.
That Bama's
So,
always hurt.
always, and it's been like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. He wasn't relying. LeBron was relying on AD.
They got that
Hey, but
championship
hold
with
up.
that asterisk beside it.
AD with Rich Paul. He with Rich Paul too, right?
Of course,
Mhm.
of course.
So
of
Rich
course.
Paul got him paid. That Bama is not, man. His body been breaking down for years.
But I mean, they was going to pay him. They had to pay him. Anybody would pay him. He just not available. I mean, you know what I mean? It wasn't easy to make the choice to give him the contract now, but he always coming to find a way to get hurt. I don't know.
All right. So Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from some Wildcats studios. Wow. In our chat room, I got to shout out my man Danny Malloy. What's up, Danny? He said he needs to play with the Cavs. He wants LeBron to go to the Cavs. The Lakers and Cowboys stay in the news all the time.
Yeah.
And we got our first troll in our chat room from the Nazi party. I kid y'all not.
Wow,
Y'all look in the
yup.
chat room.
Yep. I see
Y'all look
it.
in the chat room right now.
They might try to come on here. They might try to come on here and say some racist stuff, but don't try it.
It is from the Nazi party, Adolf Hitler Holocaust.
Wow.
I ain't gonna say the last part because that'll probably get me in some type of trouble somewhere. And fucking crazy, boy.
Yep.
But you know what?
Wow.
They're not on our Facebook stuff, so I don't even know how they on here. Like, you know,
Our chat includes YouTube as well. Our chat,
yeah,
YouTube
it's showing a YouTube symbol on the symbol.
They chiming in from my YouTube feed. So it is what it is. So and do your thing, man. Go in there and cuss them out real good. Talk about their mothers.
Wow.
Hey, let me say, I don't know if we was bringing up, but as far as Duke and North Carolina go, did y'all see the prices they are charging for that? Last game?
See when you come in late, Dirk, you don't. You're not part of the prep of the show. You didn't hear that was going to be this dude. Well, let's change subjects and go to Dirk's topic. Let's talk about it. It's Coach K's last game, and they're playing right now as we do this show live and record it.
And they down 12 with 31 seconds to go.
Yep.
Oh wow! And
way to go, Hubert Davis.
Yeah, right.
Well, Coach K's last game, and this is what happened for those tickets. According to Vivid Seats, the average ticket price for his final home game was more expensive than all but 3 Super Bowls since 2010.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And the average price, wrong slide. And the average price for the tickets was $5,300. Man, God damn, for the Cameron Crazies.
But I wonder if the former players had to pay that.
No, I doubt it. It was like 80 of them that came back. I can't.
Yeah, it was quite a few. The funny thing about that is I was watching an NEC game between Brian and Mount St. Mary's, and Chris Duhon, who used to play with Duke, is on the coaching staff at Brian and stuff. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just picked that. I literally was just sitting here watching it and stuff. So,
are we going to talk about the fact that they hired another white dude with all them black coaches that's been there all them years?
Well, you surprised?
Not really.
Well,
Who did hold up? You said this
assistant coach. It's his assistant coach right now, and the former player. Yes, he's on the coaching staff now.
Oh, so he got the job already. It's already signed.
Oh yeah, it's a done deal.
But he's never had a head coaching job. He's always been an assistant.
But did you hear Tommy Amaker? Because I think Shiver is the one they actually going to bring on. He's going to replace Coach K, but he's never had a head coaching job. So Tommy Amaker has been in the game for a while, and they said that Coach K discouraged Tommy Amaker and the administration from bringing Tommy Amaker on and stuff.
Wow.
See that's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Well, coming out the chat room, my man Richard Sullivan says, "Fuck both of them teams, Carolina and Duke."
Hey, is Tommy Amaker still coaching Harvard? Is he still at Harvard?
He's still at Harvard.
Yep, he's still at Harvard.
Wow.
That would have been an easy. That would have been easy hire. You know what I'm saying? But look,
Danny Malloy says, "What's wrong with hiring a white coach, Tony?"
It's not.
He don't have no. It ain't the white coach. He don't have no coaching experience.
But when you got all those black qualified assistants that's been on his staff for all those years, and a lot of them have gone out and they've actually headed their own programs.
Right.
From an experience standpoint, I don't understand how you go down the bench and hire a white dude when you got guys like Tommy Amaker out there. What's my man that coaches at UCF that push Duke to the brink a couple weeks? Dawkins, right?
Dawkins, yep.
Why not a guy like him? Somebody with experience and things. You understand what I'm saying?
And was on the assistant coach for a long time.
I don't got a problem that he's white, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, white and black. But I mean, it's just that he didn't have no.
Again, my thing
they always had opportunity with not having no experience.
That's
we
what I'm saying.
We can't have that not to have experience like that and get an opportunity.
Hope that answers your question to the panel.
Yeah, right. it ain't a white and black thing.
That was for you, Danny Malloy.
Danny Malloy, I think you did get you get an answer to your question, man.
Shout out to my man Big Boo Byron Law, another Wildcat. All right, some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. We're live on our Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube page at Some Wildcats. We're talking NBA. We went to college basketball. Now we're gonna switch gears and go to a little bit of entertainment, but it's gonna stay in the realm of college basketball. We're gonna talk about the show Snowfall in their season premiere in the opening scene of their season 5.
Oh my goodness!
And the depiction of Lim Bias overdosing.
Right.
I didn't see it, y'all. I didn't see it.
Watch the show. Who bought off on that? Who sold off on that? How was that? How were they was able to do that? When I saw that, I was like, wow.
Yeah, but you know what? And to be honest with you, in all fairness, it was national news.
Yes.
Okay, so what? Honestly, they didn't have to say it was Lim Bias or what? I mean, what do you mean?
I don't think they said it was. I didn't.
No,
see
they
the
said
episode,
Lim Bias. They said Lim Bias. He said his name.
Yeah, it was exactly
everything
what it was.
Exactly what was around Lim Bias. They had him like had him like in the room in the college dorms after the draft, and they said Lim Bias. Everything. I mean, it was everything.
And a big point in this season right now is because of there's a crackdown on the cocaine because of the publicity of Lim Bias having his overdose and dying in the series right now. Now it affects us hard because we're in the DMV. We all went to Northwestern High School. Lenny graduated from Northwestern High School. His brother graduated. So it hits home with us real hard. So, it is what it is for us. But you got to understand, outside of the DMV,
nobody cares.
Nobody. I would say they care. They care, but they're not taking it. They're not taking it personal the way we are. We're taking it like, them motherfuckers, why did they do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
hey, art becomes reality, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, it's just messed up. It's not like it didn't happen.
No, I
guess I haven't watched a whole bunch of the show, but it seems to be set in those times, like back in the 80s.
It's in the 80s.
It is. I mean, that was something huge that happened in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the reason why they changed the laws and cracked down on the crack pandemic, epidemic, and everything after that happened. I'm not disagreeing with that. I mean, true, but I'm just like, dang. I mean,
Danny Malloy said they showed his jersey.
Yep. They said his name. I mean, it was everything.
But let me ask you this: it's been what, like almost 35 years?
Happened in 86. Was it 86 or 87?
It had to be like 86. It had to be like 86.
So you're talking 30?
Because I was a freshman. It was 86.
It was national news.
2006, 2016. It's been 35 years. 36 years.
It still hits home, like Craig said.
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't.
It was a shocker for everybody in the DMV. I tell you that much.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Mean, hey, but you know they do that today in these shows for shock value to get you to watch the show.
Yeah, it's called the Craig Black syndrome.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Anthony, remember we had his Reeboks, and they took the bias sign off the back of the Reeboks. We supposed to be wearing it for the season, and it put the bias, but bias was supposed to be on the back of the Reebok shoes.
Yep.
I mean, it was terrible, man.
It's crazy.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to talk about that. That was a really
and he was better than Jordan. If anybody wanted to listen to that too.
Oh Lord.
He was better than Jordan at that time. You better believe it. Don't act like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was better than Jordan at that time, but would he have been better than Jordan?
I'm just gonna say, wasn't 86 the year that he dropped 63 on Boston in the Garden?
Jordan, yeah. And that's why he was coming in the league. He was coming. Lenny was coming. And Lenny, remember, they barely Boston. They was close to losing that championship. When they had Lenny, they would have won another championship. It would have been back to back.
I agree with you, but I just remember the black and red Jordans.
But they lost, Tony.
Both legs on Larry Bird.
Do you remember that they lost? Do you remember that they lost?
I do.
63.
I do.
Damon Lloyd says that Bias would have put the DMV on the map.
Oh,
he did.
Definitely.
In his death, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
He was on the map at Maryland. He was on the map.
He put us on the map. Even with his death, I mean, it was. What's crazy is, when I think back to that time, you see that scene in Leland Hospital when you see that gurney roll up, and to watch that image of him going into Leland Hospital, and then to watch Jay get rolled into Leland Hospital at that years later, it was like, God damn! It was like almost, was it a curse happening, or was it?
Man, his mother was strong individual. That's all I said. Yeah. God dang. That's a lot.
No doubt. If you haven't watched it, Craig the Critic highly recommends Snowfall season 5. Okay, go check it out if you haven't already. All right.
Did you just refer to yourself in third person?
Yeah. Well, that's my alter ego, sir.
Right.
That's what he put on there.
That's my alter ego, sir.
All right, okay. All
right. So Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat studios, and we got away from the NBA, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna stay away from the NBA. We're gonna go to the NFL. Let's talk about our Washington Commanders real quick. Let's talk about the possibility of getting a high-profile quarterback, into Washington, D.C. And our team, our organization made a bid. They've been trying to get at Russell Wilson, and I guess this happened.
Are you surprised?
They made a strong offer, but it didn't go nowhere.
Are you surprised?
No. Right. Why would he? Why? I mean, he might as well stay in Seattle.
Yeah,
he want to win.
That surprise you, Craig?
Right. He want to win. He don't want to come to a losing organization, and especially what y'all going through. That's another whole something. You know what I'm saying? You know how Russell Wilson is.
Man, come on the closet.
He's not part of us. He's not part of us.
What y'all going through, all that other stuff y'all going through, and still going through.
Mr. Season ticket holder. You've been more watching the football team.
I'm a football fan.
In the last 2 years than anybody else on this podcast.
I'm a football fan. It ain't because of them.
Said what y'all going through. So
y'all still going through it.
Yeah, come out the closet, man.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Oh, you know what? Now that he hit that point, Derica, come out the closet. All right, so Wildcats podcast coming to you live.
Wow.
That's an inside joke. We're gonna leave it right there, yo. We're gonna leave it right there. Hey, happy 50th, my man.
You've been sitting on this for a couple of weeks, man.
Yes, I have. I've been waiting to bring that one out, boy.
Oh man, please, man.
He's been sitting on that for a couple of weeks.
Oh man. All right. So Wildcats podcast coming to you live from Wildcat Studios. We're live on our YouTube page. We're live on our Facebook and our Twitter at Some Wildcats. And you know what, y'all? I want to keep going. My man Mick keeps coming in and out of the actual studio, and he's still having his audio issues, but it is what it is. We're gonna go back to the NBA and talk about and get more in depth with the 76ers real quick. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about Joel Embiid. Let's talk about James Harden. Will they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals? Will they go that far this year?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, you're not surprised what those two are doing. It's going to be those pieces that left, they're going to miss. That's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They played New York twice. I mean, they played Timberwolves, which is pretty good. But you got to wait till they really play some competition where they're going to need that bench and they're going to miss that shooting. So we shall see, really, honestly.
I agree.
Okay. So
yeah, I mean, you don't know. I don't know yet.
So time would tell.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, they did a good job though, not giving up a lot of the young pieces that that Brooklyn wanted. You know, Maxey, and I think it was a Thibault.
Thibault, yeah, that's defense.
They wanted him. I mean, he's an excellent player, man. That dude's a good player, man.
No, he is. They young.
You need players like that.
I want to see how that team handles adversity, because as a unit, that team has done good with handling adversity all season since last year. But James Harden doesn't handle adversity well.
I agree with that.
When he starts facing adversity, his first inclination is to get out. And if they face, I'd be interested to see if they face any adversity, what's his reaction to it and how it's going to impact the team and stuff.
So let me throw this monkey wrench in there. Because Harden's contract's got to be coming up soon.
No, it's up after this year. He can get $240,
$50 million at him from here on out?
So when you say his contract is up, that's that $200 million contract.
He can get $200 million. The one that in Houston was like 180 something. Yeah, okay. That's up.
I thought that joint was $200 million, Derek. I could have swore it was 200.
It may be. I'm not lying, but they said he's up for another $200 million contract.
But do you see anybody giving him another contract like that? What he's been doing the last couple years?
Yeah, Rich Sullivan. I don't see him taking that gamble. Yeah, Rich Sullivan. I don't see nobody giving him $200 million. I don't see him getting another super large contract like that. Yeah, because right now it looks as though he only prepares and plays for the situation. Because you got to think, when he left from Houston to Brooklyn, he was probably about 20 pounds overweight.
Yeah,
right.
Wasn't in shape, injured immediately, and not when it was in time, and not until it was time for him to kind of leave and try to get a new contract and get traded and stuff, is then when he kind of tried to get himself back together, tried to play and stuff. Even though he was hurt, he's just. I just can't see him being somebody that shoots, gives a lot of money to and stuff. But Richard Sullivan, you could be right. Somebody might give it to him.
He put the Wizards, which you know what? If anybody's going to do it, they would do it. But I'm gonna say this: James Harden plays like a dude that got $250 million. And by that, what I mean to say is,
I'll agree. Actually, you got to break that down for me. Go ahead.
He plays that he know he got that guaranteed money. He don't exert really no more effort than he has to exert because he know he's going to get paid.
But Tony,
he's hungry to chase.
But he's still averaging like 25 and 9 and 9 or something. I mean,
I get
everybody's
that.
saying that, but he's still putting up numbers.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, Derek, I don't see hunger in him to be a champion.
Oh, no,
I think that dude, ended up leaving the league with $500 million and a couple scoring championships and the MVP. I think he's good, with that. He doesn't seem to me to be the type of dude that's going to press the gas pedal all the way down to try to get that championship. To me, he seems like another version of Russell Westbrook. Westbrook is fine getting triple doubles. I don't think Westbrook ever cares whether he wins a championship or not.
I think that's kind of disrespect. I think that's disrespect to Russell Westbrook, man. I think Russell Westbrook.
I
think Russell really has more dog in him and more. He really wants a championship.
No
I think
way.
Russell
Now,
just
I think-
is not
I think
playing good.
I think Russell Westbrook is self-centered in the way he plays and stuff.
No way, Black.
You can't win.
Yeah,
you
he's
can't win like that.
self-centered.
That
can't
dude
win
is
like
fine
that.
if he's the triple double king in NBA history. He's fine.
Well, he's already that. He's already that.
He's fine. That Bama's getting $40 million a year for another couple of years. He's fine.
Well, they gave away $40 million this year.
I don't see that. I see Russell Westbrook is more than the triple double, and I think he's been put into that lane just because of the triple doubles he was getting. I think he really wants to win, but his skills just have diminished.
We're not disagreeing that he wants to win, but
what do you see about him this year? Hold up. What do you see about him this year?
And I just said his skills have diminished. Maybe because he's with
haven't
LeBron.
Yeah, his skills ain't diminished.
Come on now, he was a totally different player last year with the Wizards than he would.
But he's in a different role with the Lakers versus the Wizards.
So if his skills didn't diminish, maybe he's in a different system that he can't thrive in.
Agreed.
He looked a lot better last year with Washington than he's doing right now with LeBron and the Lakers.
Russell, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Russell Westbrook is the type of player who would be content with playing good and his team losing, as opposed to taking a diminishing role in winning.
And I think you
let that sink in, Craig. Let it digest. Let it marinate.
Danny Malloy said he agrees with me. Let's go to Danny Malloy. He said he agrees with me. He says about Westbrook. Okay. So look in your chat real quick. Anthony, put your glasses on. All right. I'm not saying I heard what you said, but I'm saying this about Westbrook. He's not a James Harden doesn't do nothing on defense. Come on now. He's totally off. He started playing defense what? A couple of whatever.
Westbrook does not play a lot of defense even now.
He played defense too.
I think he's nowhere near James Harden. Come on, now I think that's kind of y'all disrespecting Westbrook saying this about him, man. Y'all ain't right, man.
Not on the defense end. Not on the defense end. No.
On the realistic tip, most of the time, if you're a fantastic offensive player, usually get the dude that's their other team's best defensive player, which is not the most offensively proficient dude on the team. That's how you end up on an all-NBA team. Except for you have guys like Kobe that wanted that challenge. You don't have many guys that are primary scorers, Hardens, LeBrons, and the rest of them. That's like, all right, you know what?
You got two on the Clippers. You got two on the Clippers. Paul George and
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi, though. I mean, it ain't many.
But to me,
only thing I'm saying, I think it's kind of a disrespect to say that about Westbrook, man, that he's a James Harden. He has that. You know, you saying James Harden is content just to be out there, collect his check, and don't give a damn, shoot the ball, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He don't really care about a championship.
That's what I think.
I think what Westbrook has a burn. He really wants a championship. He has that. You know,
you saying something that we don't see.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you something that was interesting.
He's content. I don't know the Westbrook is content. Westbrook.
I'm gonna tell you something that exemplifies what we're saying, Black. I don't know the exact stats, but he had a game this season where he was totally off. He was on his way to almost having a quadruple double with the number of turnovers, but he had more turnovers than he had anything else. And at the end of the game, when they took him out, they didn't play him in the fourth quarter. He was actually mad and was like, I felt like my presence on the floor gave us the best chance to win. And it's like, Slim, have you watched yourself? Like, to be honest with you, when you look at his post-game interviews, I don't know if it's a defense mechanism, but sometimes he just sounds fucking totally delusional about where he is and stuff.
He's content. He's like it seems like it's not his fault that they lose it. And he turns the ball over like shooting and hitting the side of the backboard. I mean, he's looking
over like
I'm not denying that he hasn't had a bad season. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he hasn't looked terrible this year. I'm not saying that.
Black.
What I'm saying is, I think it's a disrespect to say that he is James Harden. I think that's kind of fucked up.
Black.
He's content.
I'm waiting for a post-game interview when they lose by 20, and he'd be like, "Hey, I had triple-double."
Nah, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that to Lakers. He's not gonna do that to Lakers.
That's that stigma, man.
It's coming.
That's that stigma. That's that stigma, man. That's what y'all doing. Y'all labeling that dude a triple double, man. And my man Danny Malloy said he gives 110%. He may miss 100 shots, but he's out there giving it up. Nobody's
denying that. Nobody's denying that.
He wants to be a champion, man. That James
You know,
Harden,
you know what it is, Craig? No, Craig. This is what it is. He has Steph Curry confidence, but Ben Simmons shot right now, and he doesn't see that.
Facts.
Damn,
that's true, man.
Damn, that hurt.
Facts. And he been in the league. Hold up, he been in the league how many years? 10 years? 12 years?
12.
I don't know.
Hey man, that's in the summer. That's 500 jump shots a day, man. To improve that. That Bama's one hell of a dribbler, man. Baseline to baseline and driving to the bucket. But that Bama's going to build you a condo if he shoot anything outside of football.
Yo, I don't understand that Lakers should have tried to trade for John Wall. They would have been better off. They should have tried to give him back.
They couldn't make the deal happen.
They should have, because I don't understand why John Wall is still not playing.
Money though, man.
They got the same exact money. Because that's why they was waiting, working from the Wizards to for him to go to the daggone the Houston.
And I think at this point in time, John Wall will pass the ball every time down
they couldn't get it done.
I don't know. It's possible. Somebody might have wanted more than just, player for player, I'm pretty sure. But because you gotta remember, when John Wall went over to Houston gave up some picks. It wasn't like players for player now.
Hey, but check this out. Now that you done said that, how bad do things have to be for them to say, hey, you know what, man? Just stay home, man. We're gonna pay you. We don't even come. We don't need you to come. How bad is that right there? Things got to be for them to say, we just gonna give you $40 million. Just don't come around.
I think John Wall didn't want to come off the bench. I think that was the problem.
He did. Yeah, he did. He
that
went
was
back.
The problem.
He went back to management and basically said, hey, look, I want to play.
Yep.
And they was just like, you know what? We're going to bring you on with a diminished role. We're going to bring you on coming off the bench. He was like, oh, nah, I'm not coming off the bench.
They wanted to go with the young. They wanted to go with the youngest. They wanted to go with the youngest. They wanted to develop them. That was almost like Allen. I was almost like, and Allen Iverson went to when he went to Detroit.
To Denver. Yeah.
Was it Denver? Yeah, Denver. No.
It was almost like, but like, again, a lot of these older guys are starting to change their tune because remember, Carmelo Anthony pulled the same thing.
Yeah, he put it when he went to
OKC.
When
he set out that whole year, he was just like, oh yeah, you want me to come off the bench? Oh yeah, I'm good with that.
Right.
You want me, Portland? You want me to come off the bench? I'll come off the bench for you, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. I'm a team player.
I guess it's pride. Because for $40 million, man, I sell popcorn in the timeouts for $40 million.
But Tony, he's getting this $40 million. He ain't.
That's what I'm saying. For $40 million, I'm like, hey, man, you want me to sell the popcorn too?
Yeah, but you talking about what's the face with Houston?
I'm talking about John Wall. Remember the Bama.
He gonna get. Imagine Tony. Imagine you get your $40 million if you sell popcorn or if you sit on the edge of the bench with street clothes on.
I get that, but this is what I'm saying. You gotta remember, man, that Bama got hurt at home. Doing something that probably he wasn't supposed to. That Bama got hurt at home, and they said, all right, man, we're gonna still pay you your money. How do you, after you do that, and then you had a setback at home doing something else that you weren't supposed to do, how do you not humble yourself to say, all right, man, you know what? Fine, you want me to come off the bench? He was out of basketball for 2 years,
Man, some of these, come on, man, you got to know some of these NBA guys are some of the most egotistical guys, man. Like, he probably just felt like, man, there's nobody on this roster that's better than me, and I'm not gonna play behind any of them.
Man, I feel you, bro. But I guess I ain't never had 40 million, so I don't know what it feels like to have 40 million. But it's like at some point in time, I guess your agent gotta be like, hey, dude, look, remember you did get hurt at home, man. You ain't get hurt in the gym, but you got hurt going to the refrigerator, bro, and they still paid you, man.
But Sean, his response to that is, yeah, but did my check clear?
Yeah, exactly.
The bank? It's in the bank?
I feel you.
Okay, all right.
I feel you. But I mean, how does your ego take it when you sitting on the side in street clothes and they like, he got a DNP. It ain't nothing wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, I mean, ego, yeah, maybe the first game, the second game, but you 20 games in on the bench. All right, let's go, fellas. How do your teammates look at you at that point?
But it's a management issue because again, when they try to like unload him onto somebody else,
right?
Yeah,
the other team's gonna be like, well, shit, why you not playing him? Is he damaged goods? Is he bad?
Right. Nah, I mean, he posted on his face IG. He playing every day, balling hard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's showing ain't nothing wrong with me now. Right in Miami. All they playing.
I was listening to y'all while I was offline for a second, talking with Mick. And you know, I think it's incredible. Y'all said it. I mean, $40 million to sit at home. That's sickening, man. That's kind of
right now. It's not him. It's right now. It's not about the money. He want to play. Honestly, I mean, yeah, we say that, but
why won't management let him play? What's the deal with management? Why can't you?
No, because they didn't want. They wanted to try to trade him. So it's like now it's like
don't nobody want that contract.
But they was trying. Same thing. New York did with Walker.
Who started this whole thing? The Washington Wizards. It's all their fault. They paid him the money, bro. It started with them.
But you got that he was hurt the last 2 years. I mean,
he was to their credit, they was able to unleash that baggage there and get rid of those, that bad contract.
Yeah. But why give him a contract?
At that time,
before he got hurt, he was balling.
If I remember correctly, they tore up his old contract like a year or 2 years before the other one was in and promised him that money or something of that nature. Didn't something like that happen?
I don't know.
I know he got paid prematurely on that contract. He had
he had to still been a top at least top 10 in point guard, if not closer. I mean, at that time, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I mean. They pretty much had to give him that contract. I mean, if anybody would have gave him that contract at that time, and then he was hurt for 2 years. You know, it's like.
I mean, go ahead.
All right, it's some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. We live on our Twitter, our YouTube, and our Facebook page at some Wildcats. So I'm gonna try to bring my man in right now. I believe his technical difficulties are over. Let's see if we can do it, y'all. Let's see if we can bring in my dude, Milton Freeman, y'all. Y'all see if we can bring my man in. Mick, are you there?
There we go.
My man.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, I would agree. Break my phone, man.
Hey, man, I had an intro for you, man.
Let me went out on here.
You there? I see you. You right there.
We hear you.
I don't see y'all.
You don't see? We can hear you, man. We can hear you and see you.
Don't worry about it. We can hear you. We can hear you and see you.
You good, man.
The legend is in the building.
I can't hit the lottery because of stuff like this.
Hey, man, let me do my thing, man. I had it all planned out. Let me do my thing, man. All right. For more than 25 years, there has been no rougher percussionist than my man Milton Go-Go Mickey Freeman. He's a local legend known for his lightning fast hands, innovative grooves. Mick is a two-time Washington Area Music Association award winner. That's the Whammies, if y'all know. Whammies is big in DC, okay? All right. As a member of Red Essence, he won an additional 5 Whammies and a covenant place in the WAMA's Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Famer too. All right. Born and raised in Washington, D.C., Mick grew up around music. His mother, I want to say her name right, Chiquita, was a pianist and a singer. May she rest in peace. And his father, Milton, played guitar and sang lead for his R&B group, Mickey and the Blazers. When you go looking for stuff, I never knew that. Man. I found some stuff about you, man. Mick is a prodigy of percussion, taking on the drums at 2 years old and congos at 14. He was inspired by the sounds of Sheila E. and got his style from local legends like Ricky Sugarfoot Wellman and Tyrone Jungle Boogie Williams. All right. Mick joined the reality band in 1980, following stints with Reds and the Boys and Air Raid. Mick joined Red Essence in 1984. That's just we're gonna stop there with all the bands. We got more bands to talk about. All right. He released his own instrumental album, It Gets No Rougher, on Liaison Records in 1991. He created No Rougher Productions in 2008. Mick has played percussion with the late Prince Marky D and Heavy D. He also played with the Roots, Dougie Fresh, Teddy Riley, Raheem Devon, and that's just to name a few. He also appeared with Ludacris during performances on Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and in 2005 at the Video Music Awards with Aretha Franklin in her video, Jimmy Lee. Man, y'all give it up one time for the legend, the icon, the best Congo player in my lifetime. Y'all give it up for my man Go Mickey, man. What's up, Mick?
Hey, I feel funny. I can't see y'all. It's like I'm just talking to a screen.
Now, y'all got to believe me when I say he was having some technical difficulties. So he still is, but y'all can see him, but he can't see us. Man. But we just gonna talk to you, man. Just look to the screen. If you look straight to the screen, we can see you good, man. We can see you real clear. Your screen real clear. So let's go back. Let's go back to when you first, man. It said you started off at 2 years old in the drums, 14 on the congos, and your first band. How did you get with your first band? How did that happen? Man?
Actually, I used to walk. We used to walk to the Coliseum from my house. I live in Trinidad, Northeast. We should take 8th Street. I don't know why we could have took Florida Avenue, but anyway, we would go down past Wally Court. It was a band, reality band, practicing down in the in the house right there, in the alleyway. So they used to play outside in the parking lot. And what had happened was the Congo player had got, I guess you could say, fired. Anyway, Googie, the sound man for everybody today, my man Greg Burton, said if I get congos, I could be in a band, which I didn't know how to play the congos. I was like you said, a drummer at first. I can play around, but anyway, I got the congos in 2 days, and I was a spoiled brat. My grandmother took me to Chuck Levis. Got the congos. Next thing I know, I was in the band.
That's good business, man.
Wow.
That's good business. So you got on because can we give credit to Googie? We can give.
Oh yeah. Of course, Googie is I call him my teacher. Everything. I mean, I credit him to everything that's that happened after that for real, because I still go by what he taught me.
I got you. All right, so let's fast forward, man. Let's get to where you became that icon. You did Air Raid. We know you did Reds and the Boys. So let's talk about the wickedest band alive, man. Let's talk about the Inner City Groovers, man. Let's talk about the soundtrack for my summers from 83 to now. Let's talk about how did you get with Red Essence, man? What was that introduction? How did you make it with them?
My man, what it was, me and Foots used to bowl together. So I did a show with them. Jungle Boogie had hurt his hand. I did Moonlight In. Moonlight In with them right after I just finished playing with Air Raid. I did a show with them, and Foots knew I could play. And it came down to Jungle Boogie, had a little situation. And they had like a vote, Foots being, we used to have, Rascals had a joint we called Top Hats, which was Funky Ned, White Boy, and Foots. So that was the Top Hats. So they made the call. Y'all still there?
Yeah, we still there.
We got you.
Yeah, the whole screen black. Well, anyway, they had, I guess like a meeting or whatever, and Foots voted me in. And I just went straight in with no audition. I just was there. Next thing I know, I was at band practice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Essence was never the type of band, like if you got in the band, I've seen a lot of people come through that basement and they make it. If you came for an audition, like I said, a lot of people got sent home, but they never was the type. Once you got in the band and you couldn't really, they would never fire. They never fired anybody. I never seen, unless you did something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as skill wise, I mean, they never really fired anybody. As far as in my eyes.
Okay. All right. So Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. We got my man Go Mickey, Milton Freeman, DC icon, percussionist, hanging out with us, and we're just talking about his days starting off with Red Essence. He said he was voted in. All right, so you in the band, you doing your thing, man. So tell me about your introduction with once you got voted in. How was your relationship then with Jungle Boogie? Were y'all still kind of cool?
That's my big brother. Okay. I pick him up now. We hang out.
Okay.
We're getting ready for that Red reunion too. May the 14th.
14th, yeah.
So we'll share the stage again. Like I said, we we just got some awards from the mayor. Me, Jungle Boogie, Sugar Bear, Big Tony, a couple of us. And anyway, that the last time we really talked. I gave him a ride home, but yeah, that's I can call him and we talk all the time.
Oh, that's good. That's good business. Our relationship is solid. I like that.
Yeah.
So, Red Essence. All right, let's go through the years. You was with them for how many years were you with Essence?
28 years.
28 years with RE.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I went 1984 to 2012.
And Mick, you owe me some money because I remember like for a good 10-year span, I was paying like $15 to $20 3 times a week to see y'all Bammers play, man. So
45.
Take it up with my manager.
We get some reparations.
Black hole on Saturday.
I guess I'm gonna tell you what you did for me though one time, and I ain't get paid for it, so we could take it out of that. You was the first one to have me on the radio with live combos.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh,
that never happened before in life. That was the first time in life. I don't think nobody else ever did that.
Oh wow.
That was that old school go-go show back with that WKYS. I remember that my man Go-Go Rudy and Big John. We had that joint on Sunday nights. Yep, Mick came through. Man, you know what, Mick? Your personality and Benny's personality is exactly the same, man. Y'all had to be the two of the coolest cats I've ever dealt with in all the DC go-go, man. I mean, it's a lot of good relationships, know a lot of different people, man. But y'all two dudes, I mean, that dude Benny would just show up. I was like, Benny, you come. He would just, I'm coming through. You know what I'm saying? It was always on some real stuff and never on no, you know how the DC dudes would be sometimes.
Yeah,
how we got our ego.
You ain't gotta tell me, I know. I know it's a lot of egos out there, but I try to stay away from that. But yeah, I miss my man Benny. Benny always had us certain people want to go. He'll put a band together in a minute. Yeah. And he knew who to call, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he showed me a lot of things in the game too, as far as how to get money.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Yeah, so you tell people you're gonna be about 10 minutes late, but you could do 5 shows in one day. That's what Benny used to be called a helicopter. I don't know. He made boat rides and everything, and I don't know how he did it. He got there
making that money.
He'll play with different bands too and whatnot. He go get that money.
He'll go get it. And at the end of the night, he'd call me, and we might even hook up after that. And start playing cards, and he might lose half of it. Yeah, I miss my man.
Yeah, man.
We got real close too before he passed away.
Yeah. That was my dude, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sunday nights, man, when we had that studio on the bottom floor there up at Radio 1, man. That dude knock on the window. I was like, Benny out there, let's get that dude up in here. He just show up, man. Kept the show going. All right, Some Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from Some Wildcats Studios. We're live on our Facebook, our YouTube page, and on Twitter at Some Wildcats Talk. To my man Go-Go Mickey. Go-Go Icon. Well, let's talk about 28 years with Red Essence, man. Why did you finally walk away, man? Just tell me. Why did you leave? Why did you leave the industry?
I don't really like talking about that, but
Craig said that's the thing. He got to get it out there.
I walked away on good terms. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing with Red Essence tonight. My man Dr. Don Perignon King's birthday party down the Blitz.
Okay.
I left. You know what I'm saying? Gave a 2-week notice, the good stuff like you're supposed to do. A lot of people just leave, just leave and can't come back, and they want to know why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to do things the right way sometimes, even though a lot of people say it's a go-go. Like with Red Essence, it was a real job to us because we got checks, we paid taxes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I first got with the band, I was doing crazy stuff. When Foots had to pull me to the side, because that's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun, playing with the band. But all the time it's a business, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And you got to do things the right way. So I learned, like I say, from him. I left like I said, I ain't gonna get into that, but I gave him a 2 weeks notice. And we still our family.
And
that's good. That's
man.
good. Giving that 2 weeks notice, that goes a long way.
Yeah, yep. Still fine. Like I
100.
said, I mean, white boy can call me at any time. If I'm not doing that, I'm there.
That's
Hey,
man.
Black, let me throw this out here to Mick. Hey, about 3 weeks ago, me and my wife, Craig and his wife went up Bethesda Blues and Jazz. And we sitting there and the band started cranking. And I was like, yo, is that Mickey right there? Craig looked at me and was like, man, that is Mickey. What's going on with that? 2
What
weeks
band
ago,
was that?
about 3 weeks ago.
Probably Utensils.
Probably Utensils, yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting there with him too. I just told y'all what Benny told me.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We was in that joint, man. Like that's a trip down memory lane, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like it. I mean, just having the proper utensils there, you know, taking me back to the days we used to go to the Metro Club, you know what I'm saying, to see Prop, you know, and you know, like I said, Triples and Black Hole to see Assets. Yeah, I mean, all that right there, man. I was just like, man, it felt like 88, 89. The summer 89 was one of the best summers I ever had, man.
But what's the best show ever was at the Capitol Center, though.
Man, that was iconic.
That was iconic.
That joint was iconic, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the best. That's probably the best go-go. Well, put it this way, in our era, because if I say the best go-go ever, you know, the youngest going to have something to say. But anyway,
right.
I'm
that was what, 85? Was that 85?
Huh?
That was 85, right? 85, 86?
87.
Okay, 87.
Hey, Mick, can you talk a little bit about the evolution of go-go? Like when you first got into all the way up into where we are now, like what were some of the biggest changes that you see in the bands that you play with, the artists and stuff? What are some of the biggest changes and evolution you see, you've seen in go-go?
Well, the biggest change is we came up, I ain't gonna say just us. A lot of bands back then was making their own music. You might have maybe one or two covers, slow song, break it down back then, slow drag and all that. They ain't doing none of that now. But you might get a slow song or two from the groups that was doing it back then. You're not gonna get it from a younger band because it's more timbales, no congos. It's all about the congos, the cowbells. Now it's more about the timbales and drums. You know what I'm saying? And playing other people's covers, playing cover songs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest change to me. A lot of times you might go in the club to see a band play, and there's no congos on stage. I'm like, what is this?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Again, it's the herb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you gotta respect the herb. I mean, things change. I had one time with my son now, he's 20. He got in my car, picked him up from school, and he was like, "Listen to this." He put that bounce beat at the time, which I wasn't paying attention to it. And I'm like, "Boy, you better take that out. I don't want to hear that."
Yeah.
But
the youngest be chopping now. That's what they call it. Call it chopping.
Yeah, but I get it because I can say that's, I guess their music right now. Just like they might don't like, if I put in unless you into music, like my son BJ, he can listen to an old wrestling tape and like it. He can go both ways. And you might got some youngers like, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I ain't want to hear that.
Right.
And they don't realize where part of that beat came from. It came from, Chuck Brown, you know what I'm saying? The Rascals, the EU, the Trouble Funk. All they did was take it and just try to, that's what we all do, take it and mix it up a little bit and to, put it into your own field. But the bounce beat, hey, like I said, if it's making money, if the lines wrap around the corner, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on it. Do your thing. Because look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A TV show called me and Roy, can you do a bounce beat? And they said, we got to check. I said, yeah, I can do a bounce beat. Me and Roy battled with studio, came up with a bounce beat and went up Howard to the up there and gave it to him. Next I know, see our name on the credit. Get that check.
Man,
Go.
I mean,
You know what? That bounce beat.
All of the work, but like it's about the herb thing. I can, a lot of people don't. The younger people, they didn't come out. There's a lot of them. They didn't come out the porch to 96. I would have already been like almost 10 years in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In the go-go. But even before going to the go-go, before playing to the go-go, I was going to the go-go. I fell in love with go-go at the year 80. You know what I'm saying? My first Brassers tape. I bought my first Brassers tape at the bowling alley. Where I used to bowl at where I met Footstep.
Right.
That's crazy. All right, so Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. Talking to my man Go Mickey. We live on our Facebook and our YouTube and Twitter at some Wildcats. Mick, let's talk. I'm going timeline a little bit. Okay, 28 years with Red Essence. What band did you go to after Red Essence? Was it 911?
Well, the name was changed to Familiar Faces.
Okay.
Donnell Floyd changed to Familiar Faces. Then he switched it to Team Familiar. So I was there. I mean, matter of fact, I just left. I just left because Steve Roy took over the band and they changed the name to Still Familiar.
I got you.
And I just left. Let me see. I got there 2012. I just left last year. New Year's was my last show.
So that's another 10 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is my 40. Matter of fact, I'm having a birthday party on my birthday, April the 2nd. My 55th is going to be my 40 years in go-go.
Wow.
My man. Congratulations.
You just answered my next question. 40 years, man.
40 years.
40 years.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask you another question, Mick. You always been revolutionary as far as like sound and style and things of that nature. What I guess inspired you to do some of the things that you did? Because it's a lot of people. I remember when we used to go see the go-go, man. You do some things, man, that nobody ever even thought of or heard of. Yep. That just come to you naturally, or are you seeing other things and incorporating your own style and making it your own?
Well, to me, most of my stuff come to me on stage. It's more like a feel. A lot of guys, like I don't know what year, a lot of guys used to come to me and say, have you listened to the tapes? Go videotapes of the Cubans playing. And my thing was to stay away from that because I didn't want to, once you lock into what they doing, you might just stay right there. And that's taken away from go-go. It's not a problem with playing, mixing into your, what you do, because I do that. Everybody saying you playing Cuban and you playing go-go, which is a good thing. But I tried, like I say, it's a feel to me. Whatever happens on stage comes to me all the time. Like, I never like to go to band practice because at band practice, I play the same beat the whole time.
Okay.
Now, have you ever felt like, the need to cross over to other genres?
Well, right now, I'm playing with Push Play with Donnell, where we're playing. This is no go-go. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down playing on 3 big congos and bongos. Got cowbell, tambourine. Y'all got to check it out. It's no go-go involved.
And I heard y'all got a show coming up at that, but that's the Blues Jazz Supper Club.
Yeah, April the 9th.
Yeah, I heard about that show.
We just had a nice show Wednesday at the winery.
Okay. Over Northeast.
We have Funky Ned, a Buggy from Backyard. Plan from Let It Flow. Marcus Young from Scooby and Kim. Lottie. I think Lottie still play with Subtle. Yeah, we got a nice little thing going.
So Push Play does no go-go at all. It's straight R&B.
Yeah, R&B, yep. Jazz, yep. We did a show down a buddy of mine, E. We did a show. He's from here, but he moved to North Carolina. So he flew us down. We did a party for him. So during the show, Donnell turned around and gave us the locket, the locket signal, right? And we all looked at each other like, what? I said, he must have paid him some side money or something. But I knew it was something. I knew it was gonna come, but I didn't. I wasn't expecting it for real. When he said lock it, we like I said, the whole band really like looked at each other. Because we don't do it here. You gotta be there for you just don't know how people might eat. Give me this beat to this, give me that. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, but stuff like that, like you just said, like lock it, you know, that's specifically identified with you and with Rare Essence. Did you come up with that? Or is that just something that y'all played around with and it worked?
Everybody laugh at the story. Lock it is an argument. Me and Funk mad at each other. So I'm mad at him. So I just grabbed the sticks and started playing, just start making, just trying to, just messing around, messing with him, trying to make him mad. He ended up liking it. And, keep it going. Keep it going. I'm like, are you serious? And he was serious, and that's how Lock It came about.
Wow.
That's some shit.
Mickey, what as far as transition over like outside of the DMV, I know EU had some hits outside the DMV. Of course, Chuck Brown. Why like Essence? I know certain bands was signed with different rules. Whatever it may be, didn't get put out because you hear a lot of music and a lot of go-go sounds. A lot of artists use our sounds. Maybe y'all I got paid for those, but you would think y'all would have had a bigger push outside of the DMV. What do you think about that?
Well, I say the same thing. Like LL Kid and Play, all of them use go-go. Trouble, rather be Trouble. Mostly Trouble and Chuck Brown. I think I sampled the most. Probably Trouble as far as a go-go, but they always say they don't know how to market go-go, but Trouble. EU, Chuck. I mean, they travel the world.
Yeah.
So I can't pinpoint it because I remember a time with Rare Essence. After the Black Hole, we was signed to Uptown Record. Puffy would come into town. He would send Heavy D, Prince Marky D, send them guys to the studio. We would leave the Black Hole and go to the studio every weekend they would come to town. And to us, what we did, we had a hit. But at that time also, I don't know if y'all heard the story, Donnell had fired Puffy he was a dancer for Vinny D, which Donnell was managing Vinny D. And he had messed up a dance that was something to that effect at the Capitol Center. So Donnell had fired Puffy.
So he didn't tell us that.
Look, Craig, Donnell, he didn't tell us that, but he was on the podcast. He mentioned
we had him on the podcast. He didn't tell us.
Yeah,
he fired Puffy.
At the same time, we had the Black Hole. Andre Arrell came and was stepping down
Uptown.
So he was like, "This is my new man," which was Puffy.
That's crazy.
So I took it as since he kept everything we gave to him. Every song, like I said, after the Black Hole, we was in the studio making hits to us. They was nice songs, and he would say nope. He would turn them down. I'm like, okay, we went along. It was like the contract we had. We was like, white boy was like, forget it. We're gonna make our own. I guess if we get sued, we get sued. And we made, we just came out with an album after that. But I want to say that was the reason why, we had a chance right there.
So it's a vault somewhere with a whole bunch of unreleased RE songs. That's probably smashed.
Man, nice like little slow songs, funk. Got like a Barry White type of jump. There was a lot of stuff we did. Like I said, we was going to the studio like every day.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you know what? But to piggyback on what Derek was just saying, man, it's funny because if you go out of town, say you go to Vegas or you go to say the CIAA tournament down in Charlotte a couple of years ago, if you go to a party, it's a go-go party, it's only the people from the DMV, and you'll have some people that's non-DMV people kind of trickling in, and they like, what is this? Like, like I'm just really surprised that just go-go just hasn't caught on nationally.
Yeah, all they gonna know is doing a butt.
Yeah, right. Because Chuck Brown,
I don't care where you are, you put that on, you're gonna get a reaction.
Yeah, you better believe that. Yeah, Spike Lee put that down.
Yeah, somebody gonna get some ass.
But that's the thing, because even Chuck Brown, he he toured first with the jazz band and stuff like that, and then with the go-go. It's like you said, he traveled the world. EU traveled the
I
world.
know he went to Japan and all that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
All right, this is some Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. We talk to Milton Freeman, aka Go Mickey, right now. Hey man, you traveled too, man. Donnell mentioned, and I know you. Y'all went to, was it Nigeria? Didn't y'all play for a Prince?
We went to Lagos.
Lagos.
Wow. Lagos was Nigeria. We went and played for the King. Yeah, that was wild for me because I went to South Africa. I went to South Africa the first week, came home that weekend. I had a week, I call it a weekend pass. I had a weekend, right back on the plane and went to Nigeria that Monday.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of airtime right there, baby.
Yeah, I told Donnell, I was like, you only live once. He like, you sure you're gonna be able to do that? I said, look, you only live once. And I did it with my man Mark Curry, who's from DC, when the Duke Ellington moved to New York. He's a jazz artist, but he likes go-go. Because like I say, he's born here. He went to Duke Ellington. So what he does is he puts his go-go with the jazz.
Okay.
And he gets the call for it. Like I did Apollo with him. I went to Guinea. I went to Africa a couple of times with Mark Curry.
Hey man, that King check had to be nice though, wasn't it?
He said, yeah.
That was a beautiful thing. But man, when I went down there, I was like, when I came home, I was like, I'm not gonna complain about, what I'm saying, see how they live outside of, where he lived, where he kept us at, you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, some Wildcats podcast. We're still talking to Go Mickey. Hey, you know what? We're bored about this interview, Mick, because I was on Facebook and I saw you put your post up saying that you're leaving Still Familiar. So right now, officially, are you with one band or are you still?
I'm not. I'm with Push Play.
You would Push Play.
Push Play.
All right.
And whenever I get a phone call from Razzles or Proper Utensils.
Gotcha.
That's the blues and jazz.
All right. Push Play plays every Thursday night at Society Lounge. Is that correct?
That's right. And every Sunday night out Nipsey's 301.
Oh, that's Jihad joint. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Oh, Nipsey.
All right.
Oh, okay. We gotta check that out.
Yeah, go on YouTube and check us out. We're doing Tina Marie, all that type of stuff.
All right.
That's
we
all
come
right.
down. Gotta come down there and check you out with Nipsey. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So coming up is that Red Essence 45 reunion, man. Is I know you're doing different things now. You still, highlight yourself with other bands and here and there, but is Red Essence was that the pinnacle of your career, or was it a lot more to come from Mickey?
No, I mean, like I say, that's it. I mean, other than sitting in.
I got you.
Are you thinking about retiring? Because I know Donnell retired.
I ain't retiring.
Donnell said he retired, but he's still playing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
he retired from Go-Go. From Go-Go.
Okay, got you.
Except when he paid that money for that locket.
He's laid, he's laid back more playing his home, but he's still hollering, come on. Everybody, there's a lot of people giving him one more year till he come back. A lot of people doubting him. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much energy. He's got too much energy to be playing calm down and whatnot. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, he does, but no go-go. He looked back at me and Buggy when he think he hit a little go-go.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, that's why.
Hey, where'd you say your 55th was at?
Huh?
Where'd you say your 55th birthday party's at?
It's gonna be down at Hard Rock Cafe.
Okay.
Hard Rock Cafe.
All right, so that means the Wildcats is in with them VIP passes, right?
There you go, Bags. Sound good.
He said,
Bags.
"Yep." So we'll be there. We're gonna be there for the
Lock it in.
It's on video. It's on video.
Hey, look, even though his screen black, it's on video.
It's on video. We see him.
That's what I always say is the proof is in the tape. Somebody came up with something, I say, nah, you gotta listen to the tape 7 years ago. Y'all just hearing it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I appreciate you, man, going through all your technical difficulties, still being able to jump on with us, man. Before I let you go, man, give me something on Pop, man. Give me a story on you and Chuck, man, and what he did for you in your career, man.
Man, Chuck used to call me too. Chuck would call Chimp. You know, Chuck go way back with my father back in the day, Chuck Brown. Him and Bobby Parker. You know, my father played with James Brown too, but
wow.
The only reason he couldn't travel with him because he didn't read music, played by ear.
Okay,
I got you.
A lot of musicians that does that, but you know. But anyway, yeah, Pops, man, he always sat down to talk to me. He always repeat himself, but he want to make sure, you know, like whatever you do, like whatever, because matter of fact, Donnell, I think, lives by the same thing. Like no matter what, like venue you in, don't hold back your talent. You know, whatever you do at a regular go-go, say like if you in the Black Hole, do your same show. If you what's that?
Evans Grill.
What's the club? What's the little small place up Georgetown? The Blues Alley.
Yeah.
You know, Donnell, we went in there. I knew he was gonna calm down. Man, we went to Blues Alley. I thought we was at, you know, like a regular go-go. But I know where you got it. You know where you get it from. Chuck, you know, Chuck tell you don't change up for nobody. If that's the way you do it, that's the way you do it. That's how that's how you make your money. That's how you make your living. So don't change that.
Yeah,
I guess.
He is, you know, Pops will tell you, you know, what not to do. One time he was wondering in the studio to do how he should do something. So I say something. He was like, son, don't try to tell me how to do my music. And I ain't say no more to him about nothing. Yeah, man, Pops was another one. You know, if at the time Foxy Rob or Mighty Mo, Pops would tell me, he said, if they not playing, you're not doing nothing, I call you, you playing, you know, so I don't want nobody else to play.
Hey, Craig, I got a quick question. That brought up something like Chucky. You know, he went and started doing producing and stuff. I know he had to call y'all up because I mean he was doing a lot for Puffy and them and whatnot. It's like you would thought. I mean, I know he brought in integrated some of the go-go music, but I would thought he would have got y'all more involved with some of the projects that he was working on, even with Biggie. I mean, you know what I mean? He pretty much wrote all Biggie's songs. I mean, album.
Yeah, but again, if Puffy was had something to do with it, that might would have blocked it.
It's all because of Donnell, huh?
We ain't know Donnell fired Puffy.
Donnell fired him. You never forget it.
I'm gonna tell you, I cussed Donnell out. He might don't remember. We had a show over the Armory with Biggie, Onyx, and all them came, and this is like right at the time, you know, all them we live in anyway. All them came in limos. I was like, Donnell, we could have came in limos if you ain't, you know, messed it up. But yeah, and you know what? Chucky used to call me. Chucky called me to play on. I played on a couple of Chuck Jones. Also, another good guy that's gone, Chucky Thompson.
Yeah.
I mean, he did, you know what? He did a record for us, matter of fact. But it's so crazy for Still Familiar. But it's so crazy he did it and we never performed it.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know why they didn't want to play it, but I mean that's another story. But yeah.
we got to bring you back on. We got to talk about that stuff. We got to see if we can get some of that music out of archive and put it out. And we got all this social media. It's easy to put out music now.
Yeah, well, I guess they could do what they want with it.
Hey, Mick, man, I appreciate you, man, coming through.
Thanks for having me, man.
Hey,
next time I'm gonna have my fiance give me her. I'm gonna tell her screen wasn't dead too, so her stuff is some junk too, I guess.
Hey man, we looking forward to seeing you on the 55th, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, I ain't playing with that.
Make sure y'all hit me the day before, because I will forget. There's a lot of things gonna happen before that.
Hey, Black, you hear that?
Hey, Mick, don't worry about that. Bag's gonna make sure he hits you, man. You ain't got to worry about that, man.
Hey, look, hit me on April Fool's Day on that Friday.
Nah, we gotta come check y'all down Nipsey though. We gotta check.
Yeah, we gotta do that too, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, right, so again, you should be good on that too. But I know, again, let me know if you're coming out, so I can leave the names at the door.
All right, my man.
Society is free. I mean, you just walk in society.
All right,
that's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all give it a one time for my man Go Mickey one time. Appreciate you, Mick. Thanks for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
My man.
Right. Anytime.
All right. So Wildcats Podcast. Coming to you live from the Zoom. From some Wildcat Studios, and that's the show, y'all. We ran over because we had to do it for my man Mickey coming through, hollering at us and giving us some insight, some go history with some Wildcats Podcast. And you know what? We always show love at the end of every show to Black businesses. So we shout out PJ's Coffee in Bowie, Maryland. Shout out to Mike. Did I say his name right? Mike Harris and his beautiful wife.
Mike Harris.
Yep. They got PJ's Coffee up in the Fairwood Shopping Center up there in Bowie. Then beignets off the chain. Shout out to the family down in Queenstown, Maryland, Henderson Automotive, and also to our resident Black-owned business, Ezra Technologies, Anthony, that specialize in
IT services. Oh shit, I forgot.
Oh, he.
God damn.
Take one. I can't put him on my commercial, Craig. I can't put him on the commercial.
All right, Derek. They all specialize in what, Derek?
IT services, facility management, construction management. We got some other things on the horizon as well. We'll bring that to you soon.
Yeah, Ezra Technology is a big sponsor of the Burton and Craig Shields Foundation's Community Cuts for Kids. Yes, sir. 2022. We got 21 years coming up in St. Louis, Missouri, and 4 years in the DMV coming in August 2022. Go to the Burton and Craig Shields Foundation.org. That's the Craig Shields Foundation.org website for all the details about Community Cuts for Kids coming up in August, man. We appreciate y'all checking us out. And you know what? We'll be back in 2 weeks. You know how we do it. Thanks for checking out the show. Anybody got anything else to say before we get up out of here?
Craig, Amity said he need another job than passing out waters for the Kids for Guts.
I like my job. I don't get it twisted. I had a good role.
Look, we just didn't like waiting for individuals to give us some things from you know who. We was waiting a long time, Craig.
Oh Lord. Hey, don't mess with none of my partners, man. Things happen. Leave my partners alone. We love everybody that helps us out with Community Cuts for Kids. We love y'all. Thanks for doing what y'all do. Until next week, man. We out, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.
I said, now if you don't